get into my list.
Mm.
Because I thought, let me just give this disclaimer. This list is just basically my top 5 albums that I've enjoyed the most. I'm not saying they're the best. They're just the ones that I've enjoyed the most, the ones that I would consider the favorites from the year.
Yeah. Hopefully you're here for our opinions anyway, so get me.
And yeah, they're standouts for me, respectfully. And yeah, they are hip hop, apart from one, I'd say. But yeah, my list is as follows. Coming in at number 5 is FKA Twigs with Capri Songs. That project for me had some of my favourite songs this year. From Oh My Love to Careless. And yeah, that was just a project that kind of caught me by surprise. Like FKA Twigs, I've listened to her. I wouldn't say like I'm her biggest fan or whatever, but I've kept in tune with her music. And yeah, this dropped at the top of the year. And I just found myself listening to it a lot more than I thought I would. I really enjoyed it. Like, it's almost, well, I think she considers it a mixtape. But it's like one with skits. Skits of like self-growth, motivation, fun. And yeah, it's just an overall great experience. The standouts for me, like I said, you got, one second, bear with me, because there's a fair few songs. Yeah, Tears in the Club featuring The Weeknd, Oh My Love, Pappy Bones with Shy Girl, Jealousy with Rima, Careless with Daniel Caesar, Darjeeling with Georgia Smith, Thank You Song. Yeah, man, I can't lie. Ride the Dragon, great intro. Yeah, I think it's an R&B album or R&B mixtape, but it has like electronic influences throughout. That's clear. But yeah, man, I just love the way that she put it together. It's just like a free-flowing collection of great music for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the only thing into it still, but yeah.
Yeah, nah, it's dope still. So yeah, that's number 5. Coming in at number 4 is an artist that I was going on throughout the whole of 2022 about their work rate, what they've been doing. Yeah, it just needs to be heralded more. Number 4 is Joe James with Cruel. Bro, this project pretty much held me down throughout the whole summer, I'll be honest. Yeah, his work rate, he dropped 5 projects last year, and this for me is the standout. This is the most full-length album that he dropped last year. But yeah, this one, again, this is R&J, the mixture of R&B samples with grime. As he is a grime, he's an MC in it, but he does best on grime, R&B samples and whatnot, and that comes together beautifully on here. Standouts for me again, Good Food, 129, All Over Mate with Bex, Guilt Trips featuring Lemsy Dale, Jukes, Trust in Me, Pray For. Like, if you like grime and you like sample heavy music, this will be right up your alley. Like, like, he keeps you entertained throughout. And yeah, man, it's just a dope project overall. So yeah, number 3, this could have easily been number 1 or number 2, to be honest. But yeah, I feel like this is its fair place. Drake and 21 Savage with Her Loss.
Number 3.
Number 3. Yeah, since it came out, I ain't stopped spinning it, not once. Like, there hasn't been a day where I don't spin at least a few tracks from it. Just because, yeah, their chemistry, even though it's a Drake carry job for the most part, their chemistry, when it does come together, great. Like, on BS, fantastic. Major Distribution, fantastic. Rich Flex, what an intro. Arguably one of the intros of the year. Facts. And yeah, great tracks overall, man. And it's like almost, people say it's a return to form from Drake. I'll say he never stopped. He never stopped giving us great music throughout the year. But yeah, this is like Drake in his ultimate toxic bag. Same with 21 Savage, and it makes for great music to listen to, ride to, whatever. Do you get me? So yeah, they're number 3. Number 2, this could have easily been number 1 as well, but yeah, number 2, going for Nux with Alpha House. That stayed on repeat again since that's dropped. And again, I have to stress, I feel like he's going to be that link between the US and the UK in terms of the sound away from drill. Because right now you have the likes of Central C making waves over there, but that's still very much in the drill lane. But for me, Nux, even though you could say what he done on Alpha House was very mellow drill, like you could say like the likes of Column and whatnot, he tapped into that, and I feel like with that he's brought on a new fan base. He's brought in people that wouldn't necessarily take in the music that he was making before, let's say Alpha House, or just before that. Do you get me? And yeah, but yeah, Alpha House throughout it, Alpha House, Hide and Seek, Nice and Good, Far with Rags, Original. What else is on there? Three Musketeers, Los Polos Hermanos, Decisions with Millions, and Shea Universe. Like, it's just a good album, do you get me? Like, if you want something that you can enjoy from the UK that is rap heavy but isn't necessarily drill centric, even though it is influenced by drill, you should definitely look to that. It's not the same drill content that you would come to expect. But yeah, that is number 2. And number 1, unsurprisingly, has to go to probably the best, probably the most reflective piece of work I've heard this year. And that's Kendrick with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Yeah, that for me, I resonate a lot with, and the fact that he was willing to just say fuck everybody and just make the album that he wanted to make. that that affirmed my belief. Like, this is one of the best albums for me, the best album this year, well, of 2022. It's just like a piece on like trauma, acknowledging said trauma and how to move past it. Whether you use methods like sleeping with women or actually going to therapy, and those are some of the themes that he explores pretty deeply throughout the album, with the likes of like Auntie Diaries, where he's talking about various people in his life who have transitioned
Yep.
from male to female or female to male, and how that's affected him.
Yeah.
Father Time addressing his relationship with his dad, which I could relate to pretty much. That Mother I Sober, where it's almost like hard to listen to, but delves into why his mother may feel the way she does towards certain family members and whatnot, and how that in turn has affected him. And then like you've got songs like Worldwide Steppers, where he addresses him cheating. Die Hard bops.
Black men don't cheat.
As they don't, but he was willing to admit he's done dirt before. Rich Spirit,
Networking.
yeah, bro. Count Me Up, bro. The album is great, great. You could probably say it's flawed in that it's not as accessible as some of his previous work, but who gives a fuck, man? It's a great like character piece. Like, it's great. So yeah, for me, that's number one. Yeah,
Fair.
that's my list.
Fair. Cold list though, so just to state them 1 to 5 again in order.
1 to 5. Number 5, FKA Twigs with Capri Songs. Number 4, Joe James of Cruel. Number 3, Drake and 21 Savage with Her Loss. Number 2, Nux with Alpha House. And number 1, Kendrick Lamar with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
This is gonna be fun.
Hey!